WTVA News, the trial of Willie Jerome Manning is in the hands of the jury.
Tupelo and Lee County have finally agreed on a site for a new jail.
And candidates for the 1st Congressional District look for that last-minute vote. All this and more straight ahead.
Live from Mississippi's News Channel, this is WTVA News at 6.
Good evening, everyone. After 5 days of testimony, the jury has taken on the tremendous task of deciding the fate of Willie Jerome Manning.
Closing arguments today gave both sides an opportunity to discredit each other's witnesses. District Attorney Forrest Allgood has what he feels an undeniable evidence linking Manning to the deaths of John Stephen Steckler and Pamela Miller. Allgood is relying on a leather jacket stolen from a vehicle parked at a fraternity the night of the murders. A bathroom token found at the murder scene is also a key piece of evidence. Allgood says, most importantly, he hopes to persuade jurors that bullets removed from a tree on Manning's property are the same type found in the victims. The defense says the prosecution's evidence does no harm to Manning. They also contend there is no evidence of a kidnapping or a struggle at the murder scene. Students shared in a memorial service on Mississippi State campus for Tiffany Miller and John Stephen Steckler. The family members laid roses at the base of 2 willow trees that were planted last year on the campus in their honor.
It's been an 18-month-long debate between the city of Tupelo and Lee County, and both sides have finally agreed on a proposed jail site, and that happened today. The Lee County Board of Supervisors approved a motion to accept the proposed site at the lagoon, provided that the city make the county a deed to the land and 13 hours.
When we come back, we'll take a look at the last-minute campaigning in the state's hottest race. Stay with us. On this night before the general election, the most hotly contested race is in the 1st Congressional District. Who will replace Congressman Jamie Whitten? Today, Republican Roger Wicker and Democrat Bill Wheeler were doing a lot of last-minute campaigning, and both feel good about their chances.
We feel great about tomorrow. Going in, we're really upbeat. The weather looks good. The more people that turn out, the better. We need working folks and middle-class people to turn out and vote.
Jackson's Secretary of State Dick Malpass says he expects voter turnout across the state to be better than average tomorrow. He says the biggest turnout will come from North Mississippi races and the state's hottest race, that 1st Congressional District.
Congressional District is extremely hot right now. Of course, people up there are voting for the first time in their lifetime. Many of them
plays a part on voter turnout. Dick Rice is here to tell us how our Election Day forecast is.
If you don't vote tomorrow, it won't be because of the weather. We got
Right.
fantastic weather to talk about, sunshiny skies today, and we have more of the same to talk about in the forecast. All the weather details in WTVA News continues.
You're watching Earth Watch Weather exclusively on WTVA, Mississippi's News Channel.
And early morning low temperatures are in the 40s. A rather chilly start, but with sunshine today, things warmed up very, very nicely. Let's look outside WTVA early tonight. And it's still nice out there with fair skies. We have a temperature of 60. Well, everyone under fair skies, as I said, very, very nice out there. In Columbus, 63, 64 in Greenwood, 60 up Oxford Way. Memphis, Tennessee at 66, 60 degrees in Corinth, 59 in Red Bay, 59 degrees in Sulligent, and 61 degrees in Reform. A few of our weather watchers in Boone start right here in the L.A. area. Light rain falling in L.A. right now. We're looking down through the clouds. We're going to move right down into the cloud. And as you can see, the Sierra Mountains, the high Sierras of Northern California, there's mountains of Southern California. Sunday, well, showers could once again develop. Temperatures in the pleasant range, and morning lows will be a little on the chilly side. Our McDonald's color, the weather window for tonight. Weather we had on Saturday. We had a number of watches and warnings issued on Saturday, and I think it went very, very smoothly. Storm watch definitely a big plus.
Came in handy, didn't it?
Did indeed on Saturday.
Well,
did it pour at your house?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, just like that picture.
She didn't get it all. I got plenty out my way.
All right. Will is standing by live in our studios with a special guest on this week's Sports Monday. Will?
Thanks, Terry, and welcome to this week's show. The Amory Panthers are ranked number 6 in the state after a perfect 11-0 regular season. Alabama can wrap up the SEC West this Saturday in Starkville. The undefeated Crimson Tide are currently 4th in the country. Bama lashed LSU this past Saturday night in Baton Rouge. It was the 700th victory on the gridiron in school history. Gene Stallings said today in Tuscaloosa it was probably the best performance of the year for his Crimson Tide.
Yeah, I know it was with the defense against the run. I thought we played harder again.
A hoops chili combo. The hoop scrimmage starts at 8, then right afterwards the players and the coaches serve chili to the fans. So if you're in the area, you get some chili and watch some good basketball.
We found supper tonight.
What time is that again?
8 o'clock, but it'll be hard for you to get back to Tupelo that time.
We'll be right back after this. Stay with us. This just in, at 6 o'clock tonight, the jury returned in the Willie Jerome Manning case and found him guilty of 2 counts of capital murder. We'll have more in the deaths of John Stephen Steckler and Pamela Miller. We'll have more on that for you tonight at 10.
That's right. Also, other stories we're working on for 10. The wife of the South Mississippi man found murdered and cut in half has been charged in that case. We'll hear from family members. An attorney for the Stone County Board of Supervisors has been charged with laundering drug money.
Plus, the latest from Start. Also tonight in sports, we'll take a look at the very last Mississippi high school football poll of the year. We'll see who's rated.
That's right. And Dick says sunshine is in the forecast, but rain in the outlook. All this and more coming up tonight at 10.
Good night.